Here we are with mission 12. I've noticed as we've been going through, we've been cutting some times pretty significantly. So let's keep an eye on this 44-minute mark and see if we can't reduce that by a little bit. Objective, destroy all enemy structures, and that's not uncommon. A dangerous escalation threatens the crew's existence. Alright, so here's our battlefield. Jump complete. Scanners are already detecting an anomaly. There are 3 structures here we have not previously encountered. They are definitely infested with particulate, but there is no way to tell exactly what they do from the scans. From the scans, it seems possible these structures manufacture something related to the particulate. I detect an internal lathe design of sorts. The design is otherwise unfamiliar. One thing for sure, if I can get one or more lathes in range, they won't be a problem, whatever they do. Director Ogun's standard response. Alright, let's collect the tech in this system and let's get going. Pop out a lathe ship and no, let's go with the cruiser. They build fast, and some omnis. And my advice is get your omnis down first, even if you don't have range with them yet, and because you will, and then get your production up and your move build speed up. And omni cannons are also very helpful, as well as benign emergent. So we're going to put omni cannons up, benign emergent, and then mine dischargers. And what mine dischargers do is when these dischargers shoot their little energy balls, they have capability of shooting back and taking them out without the need of a discharger. So that's nice. A little bit of self-defense, and wow, look at that. We have something coming already. Coming for blood. Coming for blood. Get that cruiser up and operational, and these omni cannons now will shoot. So they don't do a tremendous amount of damage, but they beat back that rather early assault, that rapid early assault. And it looks like we have a ship pickup here, an info pickup somewhere. There's always an info pickup. Maybe not this time. Look at that! I lied to you guys. My apologies. Another Omni has been added. Excellent. Lathe ship's up and operational. Go ahead and get that. And we're going to help capture this. And then move you over here and see if we can't get that. Just need a little bit more. So we're gonna have the mothership. A little bit of glitching out. It's okay. Our Omni's gonna grab that. Great. You can finish snagging up these. Scanners detecting activation of unknown structures. As I feared, the structures are manufacturing a core of sorts. This core has unbelievable ability to create particulate and manage to control it. So it's pretty much, yeah, copying our ships and using a hull. So we should be able to shoot it down. And they're called doppelgangers, which is the name of the mission. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, so you'll see these slowly start to build ships over time, which means to us is we need to quit lagging around and start getting our fleet ready. We're going to want a discharger and a marauder, and we may have actually just taxed our power system a little bit too much. We're going to need that up. We're going to need that up. We got a power. Excellent. Okay. Get some juice. I want that back up immediately. Stat. Let's do it. And we're gonna need a micro tank to build some of these omnis. And let's get let's see if we can manage to build the wolf over here while we're waiting. And let's push out these ships to start engaging the particulate that's flowing like crazy over here. We want to start. Did I get benign emergent up? I did. So the cool thing about benign emergent is they just don't fly around like random. You have set emergent rally point, and we're just gonna put it in the back corner over here so they go through the center of the map and just kind of deal damage as they go. And here's the first doppelganger ship, and we want no part to do with it. we're going to back away and see if we can take pot shots at it and destroy it. Missiles seem like they do good damage, but they also just took out our mine like that, and kept moving too. Didn't care, just kept going. Ogun, yes, Cam. Just look. Tears swelling in eyes. An Odin name, a Galcorp Big Nose assault ship. I've seen pictures, never the actual ship. The ship is built around an MK7 tri-cannon. It will deliver a massive punch at great range. Director, I thought the MK7 was never licensed and was only used on ships directly owned by Galcorp Galactic Corporation. Director Ogun says, I don't see any Galcorp officers around here. So that, my friend, isn't true anymore. So let's get this thing built immediately. Looks like this is going to be the firepower that we need to take out some of these doppelganger ships. And we're going to need to reposition our fleet a little bit. And we're going to leave a discharger with our main fleet and bring one down here to protect this fleet. And I look at all this floating around. I want to come up here and grab this, but there's such a big... I wonder if we're not being foolish having the main strength of our fleet down here. So we need to take out what we can where we can, and that's what we're going to do. So those just shot off. We have this being built and this here, so we will be able to defend against that. This gets built, there we go. And we'll leave two big hitters down here to protect this flank and prevent that build up. So we see over here that they have 60% mire and we have 26, which is why they have 20-ish emergent and us hovering at 10 or less. So we need to mire land and prevent them from miring land in order for us to successfully start overcoming their numbers. And look at this bad boy. This thing shoots this MK7, which is a tri-shot, which seems to go through multiple particulate. So it takes a couple particulate to stop just one round of that tri-shot. Is that, well, that, call me a liar again, that's okay. So we're going to want both of these lathe ships up, because I don't like the look of this double-stranded particulate, and I feel like the quicker we take those down, the better it's going to be for everybody, as they already start to encroach. But man, that cannon is doing some work. There we go. And once we take that down, we should really shoot up right here and take this one down as well. But we may have to hightail it back almost immediately. Oh, that pushback saved us. So those big nodes, I would say it's kind of like our capital ship, not our capital ship, our flagship. It's the pride of our fleet right now. We need to keep this safe no matter what, because it does take a long time to build. The bigger the ship, the longer it takes to build. And if you take a look at the ship editor, when you build it, the more hull plates you put on, the more weapons you put on, it actually tells you the build time, and it goes up in seconds every time you add more stuff to it. So it is important to balance power with A, build times, B, speed, and the different things that are going to come into it. When I was playing one of the custom missions, I'd sorted them by ranking, and I was going with the highest ranking ones because I was nearing the end of the night and I wanted to play a really good one before I went to bed. And I played this one and it had its own custom ship. It had 3 custom ships in there, and the first 2 were really neat and they were really original and served a good purpose for an otherwise incredibly frustratingly hard mission that was very rewarding when you beat it. So the last ship, and I'm not going to give away anything in case you guys go do what I do, but it took a minute to build. Okay, it was not a one and done. It took a while, But it was good. It was cool, and when it finally completed, and I was on quad speed. I was on quad speed for a while, just kind of holding position, and look at the damage that does. So once it hits that core is where the real damage happens. It can blow away the red goop all at once, and then once it destroys that core, they kind of rejoin, but they're nowhere near as deadly as when they are... Where are you pointing at, buddy? There we go. When they are joined together with the core. And we have our dischargers up and ready to go. And we need to make a little bit of headway on this, so we're going to move up here and have our cannons focus on that. Which they should be. I just want to drop an Omni here without it blowing up immediately. So all you really need is get a corner or two on the gray. And you can't build it directly on there because it has no health and it'll blow up as soon as it gets on there. But once it's built, there we go. And it'll take over from there. So we're going to move our ships back down. And where's the next place we need to push out? We need a hammer because we need to get in this goop. So we're going to get a hammer up. And I really do not like how this thing is just charging our flank consistently. So I want to take this out as well. And I want to take it out quickly because I don't want to lose any ships to this. This would just make me sad if we were to lose ships to that. So I'm going to get our second... Oops, sorry. We get our second grabber up and focus our grabber right on that, and it'll help break through this struck as well as put pressure on that dockyard. Back over here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna shift our fleet down here, and we're gonna leave a cruiser behind and see how it fares. It may not fare well enough to be left completely on its own, but we're gonna see if we can't just leave behind a cruiser as protection and push with our main fleet up here. And if you notice your plasma's going slow, move up some of your smaller ships behind it, and they'll burn away the red plasma that's slowing it down. And it'll expedite your process. There we go. So let's get the big guy over here. It was not enough. So it looks like they're flanking around from both ways, and I do not have anything really here to destroy this. So we're going to drop back the big nose, push through, get our lathe up here, take this over, and move all of our stuff out of the way before it gets squashed. Or, let's see who's going to win. Can we get it in time? I don't. Hey, there we go. Well, let's pay attention to our ships. So that's destroyed. The next thing I want to do is focus our fire on this, so we can start breaching Go, fall him back. And where's our there's our next energy mine we're gonna need. Just go ahead and grab that now. Once we take this out. We're gonna leave our big nose up here because it's apparent that we cannot leave that defense to just a cruiser. Although it does not look like we are successfully getting good pushes on this. Seems like every time we get close, we get thrust right back. So we're gonna do a little good old-fashioned hammer push, and then move the lathes in. Can we save it? Can we save the hammer? No. This is going to be crucial. Come on. There we go. Let's cluster in there. Let's get our micro tank out here to put some omnis down. Start moving some omnis up from already conquered land that we don't need. And that's how we are going to Eesh. I don't think this one is going to work. This one did not, but what that did do is that took out that mire lander, that mired spawner. So it is going to allow us to get in there with the next push. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? We can take this emitter out. That's going to help us greatly. But I don't want to be foolish and push too soon. Let's not be rash. Like that, because that thing will go straight through your ship. Okay. Come on, I'm getting unhappily manhandled. Wow, they took out all those omnis. And wow. And that cruiser's about to go down. Yep. Whew. Not doing so hot here, ladies and gentlemen. Need these ships up and into the fight. Do not take out that lathe. Thank you. Coming hot and heavy. This is not gonna be good, is it? No. No, it is not. Okay. Well, sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes the bear gets you. I ain't got nothing else to love with that. Alright, next, so we can get this big nose in the fight. is going to be this ship builder. Which does so well. Look at that. Look at that. Rips it to shreds. There we go. Now we can move him up. These guys are able to destroy this mire emitter. Move our main fleet up. Take out the stunner. Push, push, push. And that should do it. Well, did I speak too soon? I did not. There we go. Amazing work, crew. We managed to fight off the doppels in the system and recover the tech, as were any additional signs of the origin world. I've detected no isotopus signatures for several systems. Odd, perhaps we were very lucky, or perhaps any signature has been removed over time. In any case, our journey continues. There we go. We beat that in half. Pretty much half. 44 minutes I think was my earlier time, and 22:58 is this time. So doesn't get much better than that. That was mission 12, doppelgangers, and we're gonna end this video and jump into mission 13 in the next one, which looks rather hectic. So we will see you guys there. Thanks for watching.